All right, welcome back to The Investing House. My name is Brian, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about QYLD and breaking it down a little bit more concise and how you can use it, a couple different strategies that you can use it and have it be a really good investment for you. But before I get started, please do like the video. Also, if you haven't used Robinhood or Webull before, there's a link down in the description that will give you and me both a free stock. So go ahead and use that if you are interested. And so let's get into QYLD. So let's hop over into Robinhood, which is where we're at, and to show you where I'm at right now. So I've got 506 shares right now at 240 or 2240. About 18.5% is my portfolio diversity. So I kind of am using this right now as a store of money, kind of as a bank account, because it's giving me money every month, and I'm up to 2.2%. So that's not bad. That's mostly what I'm using it for right now, but it's also doubling as a good proof of concept for me of how I'm going to be using my Roth IRA more in the next couple of years. So we're going to start out, we're going to run through my numbers. We're going to start with 506 shares and do a projection of when I will hit my goal, which is my goal of having QYLD bring in $400 a month. The reason I chose $400 a month is because if you can invest $400 a month with an average return of like 8%, by the time I'm ready to retire, 59, I should have $1 million. If averages work out. Doesn't always work out that way, but it's an average. So just remember, when we're talking about averages, there's always going to be numbers that are higher and numbers that are lower. So that's an important thing that we remember today as we're going through. You're going to hear me say the average. Just remember, it's not this number always, it's an average. Anyway, so let's jump into the spreadsheet that I use. So 506 shares. So we're going to plug in right here. Right now I have 506 shares and some change. So my goal, I'm going to look at this as though I'm using it in my Roth IRA. So I can contribute up to $6,000 a year, which is about $500 a month. So that's what we're going to be looking at here. So I can buy about $22 or 22 shares a month for the next 12 months. And that is what that's how many shares I can buy every month. So that's what we're going to calculate this off of. Also, the average dividend I got from the Global X website. So I just took an average of all of the dividends that they've paid out over since 2014, so the last 7 years. And the average is 19.5 cents. So that is what we're going to use as the average, even though past performance doesn't predict future performance. I understand that, but that's what we're going to use because no one can predict the future. But we're going to go with the average from the last 7 years, which is 19.5 cents. So again, we're going to look over here at my total dividend. This is per month. You can see the months are right here, and my years are over here. So we're going to scroll down until my total dividend equals $400, which is right here in 50 months. If I put in $500 a month. So if I'm maxing out my Roth IRA with just QYLD for just over 4 years right now, I will start earning about $400 a month on average. And so that's my goal, is potentially I would no longer have to contribute to my Roth IRA anymore, right? So that's kind of the goal. So what I can do here is change my calculations so that once I have hit the $400 a month, I don't want to contribute anymore, I want to contribute to other accounts, I can do so, and I will still be able to retire and have a lot of money coming in from QYLD alone. So if I wanted to, I could do the next 50 months of me contributing everything to QYLD, and then if I want to keep maxing out my Roth IRA, I can do that in other stocks that will make me more money eventually as well. But since we're focusing on just QYLD, in my situation right now, with 506 shares right now, I've got 50 months of maxing out my Roth IRA, so $500 a month. And then I'm going to get $400 a month every month into my Roth IRA. So this is just with QYLD. So I'm 27. If I retire at 59, so that's 32 years, we'll scroll all the way down to column A where it says 32, just with QYLD. If I go 50 months and then never contribute to my Roth IRA again, supposing that QYLD doesn't really change in price, because that's over the last 5 years they're up like 3%. So no, I don't really care too much about the appreciation of the price, but the dividends. So in 32 years, I will be making almost $7,000 a month in dividends once I hit my goal of $400 a month. And again, this is never contributing to my Roth IRA again, never adding any more money to QYLD. It's just once I hit that $400 a month, letting QYLD just ride for the next 32 years and never touching it. So that's one of the reasons I believe QYLD is one of the best investments you could ever make, because once you get to the $400 a month and don't touch it, it just keeps going. It will just keep on going. Then I can start contributing in my Roth IRA to other stocks. So let's review this as someone who is just starting right now. All right, in the shares, let's start at 0. Say you have 0 shares right now, but you start maxing out your Roth IRA with $500 a month in QYLD. We're gonna scroll down until we see $400 a month in column E. So that brings you to 6 years. If you do 6 years straight of only contributing to QYLD, then you'll hit your $400. And then let's see what it would be. We'll say you start doing this at 20, right? We will go ahead and change this again. So if you're 20 and you're going to retire at 59, we're going to look for 39 on the left here. 39 right here. You'll be making $11,666 per month from QYLD. If you're 20 and you start contributing and maxing out your Roth IRA with QYLD for the next 6 years, once you do that and never touch it again, remember, we're doing this until we get to $400 and never touching it again, then you'll be making almost $12,000 a month when you can start accessing your Roth IRA gains. So that's incredible. That is one reason I believe QYLD is so great. Once you hit the $400 a month and you never want to touch it again, never contribute any of your money into your Roth IRA and just let QYLD keep doing its thing, you will retire with so much money. So that's what my goal is. So I would definitely consider this. It's not advice, but consider it. Run your own numbers. If you're interested in getting this spreadsheet from me, you can leave a comment down below or email me, and I'll send it to you, and you can put in whatever stocks you want in here. You can change it to monthly payers, you can do it to quarterly payers, and just do your own projections. For me, this is why I'm investing heavily in QYLD, is so that it will hit that compound interest point where of $400 in this case, and then I'll never, like, if I didn't want to contribute anymore and wait until I retire, I don't have to. Like, it's doing it for me. Anyway, if this is interesting to you and you learned something, please like the video, subscribe. I would really appreciate it and hope that you got something good out of this. But until the next time, take care of yourself. Bye.